Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in one, two, three galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is March the 17th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, today is St. Patrick's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy St. Patrick's Day, if you love to dress up in green, if you love to drink green beer, dye your hair green, dye your beard green, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a great place that you can go and you can enjoy St. Patrick's Day. They have big parades, big parties, big festival. You can go down to Savannah, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of my favorite places on the face of the planet. I love going to Savannah. They do a big St. Patrick's Day thing. I've never been, but I hear it's excellent, and you should be checking it out. Okay, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Okay, I had to click on the screen. I did not want to get distracted. Sometimes I forget because it'll be one screen, two screens. You don't need two screens. You only need one screen to record this award-winning show. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, yes, St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a good day. But ladies and gentlemen, today let's talk about something very important. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about how big do you want to be? How big do you want to go? What do you think? What do you want to do? How big do you want to get? Do you want to get massively big, big, or do you want to be small and barely in the corner? And the reason why I bring this up is because, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be as big as possible. The bigger you can be, whether it doesn't matter what genre, it doesn't matter what market you want to be in. You want to be the tippity top. You want to be the very best. You want to be the one on the mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, it is easier to be on the mountain than to be at the bottom of the mountain with the other people complaining, commenting, bitching, moaning, groaning, whatever people do at the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, the other day I was looking at something on Reddit, and I had to look up something, and I was like, let me do a little research. And then I just thought to myself, people that comment on Reddit are losers. I mean, I just comment after comment after comment. They dream about what they're gonna do all day. They do nothing. They don't do anything. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just a little tip from me to you. Don't be one of these people who are always making comments on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Don't be one of these people, okay? Because the reason why, you should be busy working on your material. You should be busy working on your business. You should be busy creating products. You should be busy doing, spending time with your family, with your loved ones, with your kids, with your wife, with your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friend from the second grade. It does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. There are a million other things that you can do besides put comments underneath a stupid Instagram post. Instagram is supposed to be about pictures, not about somebody writing a long-winded comment. I saw a guy one day, my friend, the only time I get on Instagram, my wife sends me stuff, and I gotta check that. And my friend sends Instagram posts. We chuckle, and I move on. But of course, whenever you click on one, the next one pops up, kind of, after you get done looking at that one. And so every now and then, I just for entertainment purposes only, I will look at I'll see somebody's post, and I'll say, well, I know somebody had a long comment on this one. And you look and you see the comments, you see the post, and you just like, I mean, it is ridiculous. And so too many times, people are so focused on oh man, this guy's at the top, this person's at the top. Well, they didn't start off at the top, you know, people are paying Kim Kardashian a boatload of money to do whatever she does, promote products, you know, do meme coins. But at the time, she was it was at a time where I remember she was just like a friend of Paris Hilton, like she was like just a just a girl that took like, hey, this is some girl with Paris Hilton, So there's always time to grow. There's always, you know, you want to rise to the top, and the reason why you want to rise to the top is it is easier at the top. You get more attention. It's easier to sell. It's easier to get your message out there. It is easier from the top of the mountain than it is the bottom of the bottom of the mountain. There's so many people. You just hitting elbows. You're like, please, please, you know. And so, there's a book that I'm gonna re-listen to today, and it's called The Magic of Thinking Big. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to, if you never heard the book, you never read the book, ladies and gentlemen, go out and buy this book. It's a great book. It just talks about thinking big, thinking, instead of thinking, maybe I could get $1,000 this month. Think, aim for 25,000, 50,000. How can you make this money? How can you get to this money? How can you make that happen? You want to start having those kind of thoughts. You want to think, you know, don't treat, I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why, last week I was saying, oh, this, we're gonna stop saying podcast. We're gonna say show, because this is a show. Can be a television show. This could be a radio show. This is more than a podcast, and I treat this more as a podcast. This is an episodic show, you know, highly produced, Um, we do it on a regular basis. We upload, we have 900 episodes of this show, and we're going to have 900 more episodes of this show. This is a show, ladies and gentlemen. You have to look at it like that. If you are performing on a stage, it does not matter if you are on Broadway or if you are at the local theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a performer. You give it, you do your best, and you give your best. You give your all, because you never know who is watching. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the thoughts that you have, the thoughts that you produce, whether you're gonna make it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you before, yes, people say, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." I was told that when I was younger. You people have their people have your best interests. Your parents, your family, they have your best interests, because sometimes they don't want you to get hurt. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to forget about best interests. You have to forget about your parents. You have to forget about your brother, your sister, your mother. You have to say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do to make it happen. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you have to go out and you have to make it happen. And you have to think, use your brain for what God, you know, use your brain. God gave you a brain. God gave you a brain. God gave you intelligence. You know, we are all intelligent people. We all have the mental capacity to do great things. And so for you, for me, it's a matter of, or do you want to do them, or do you want to be one of these people who are always in comments, or you're on the phone with your friend bitching about a celebrity or bitching about somebody? You want to do that, or do you want to be the person who they're going to be bitching about? You'd rather be the person that they are going to bitch and complain about, okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you do that, you are making it. You are doing the right things. I remember I listened to this book about Tony Robbins, and then every now and then I would see somebody complaining about Tony Robbins. Oh, Tony Robbins, he charges XYZ for his, fire walking class, or he charges too much for, for a 3-day for a 3-day summit or whatever. Listen, Tony Robbins is at the tippity top of the mountaintop. He has worked his way up. You know, he he's done a lot of speaking events. I don't know how many he's done. I'm sure he probably done a lot. I'm pretty sure he was in a crappy car at one point in his life, driving from one gig to the next, you know, just doing what he had to do. But now he's at the tippity top, and what do people always say? If you say, "Hey man, I'm going to a Tony Robbins event," that guy, man, he guru, woo 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 woo. You know, these are the. I'm telling you, man. Listen, fuck being at the bottom, okay? There's nothing at the bottom, you know. There's nothing at the bottom. It's just a bunch of people at the bottom, elbowing each other, in the way of each other, complaining, bitching, moaning, griping. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the air at the top is a lot better. Listen, I just came from. I was in. You ever been to? Well, here in America, I don't know about the rest of the world, so I can't. But I know in America, like if you live in New Orleans, you know you are below sea level. Okay, so it's flat. You know, you could tell. You know, you ever go to Denver, Colorado, and then you start going west on I-70. Okay, you start going west on I-70, ladies and gentlemen. Denver, Colorado seems flat compared to when you because at some point when you're going up through the mountains of Colorado, it will say like 15,000 feet elevation, and you're high up there, you know, and the air is it's breathtaking up there, you know, and I say that to let you know that that's where you want to be, and you can get there, and it's just a matter of, hey, how big am I going to think? What what am I going to do? Every day, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you every day to write down ideas, thoughts, you know, write down your concerns, write down your what can you do, write down action oriented ideas, write down things and apply them, implement them, ladies and gentlemen, and you will start to see results, and you will start to see your brain work. It's just like as I told you before, I write every day now. I write every day. Yesterday I got to write and it was just flowing out and the pen was just working and it was beautiful. And I thought, man, this is just easy peasy. You know, I could write about anything at this point. I could write, I could write, I could write, I can get on the podcast. I could talk for 15 minutes every day about whatever, however, and I get the job done. It's just because practice, practice, practice. And the idea of it's not about I don't know if I should, you know, if I don't know why should I do a podcast? Why should people listen to me? Hello, people should listen to me because this show is great. That's why, and I know what I'm talking about, and I am climbing the top of the mountain, and I want you, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that listens to this show, I want you to be at the top of the mountain with me. Okay, I do not want you to be at the bottom. Now, some people are going to stay at the bottom because some people are going to swim in their own story. It's like somebody told me one time, I remember I said, yeah, I donate to a food bank. I said, I donate money to a food bank. They said, I'd rather volunteer at the food bank than donate to the food bank. Ladies and gentlemen, this person, I swear to you, they've never, ever been to the food bank to do any type of work at the food bank. But yet they told me, oh, instead of donating, I'd rather go to the food bank. Well, when are you gonna go to the food bank? These are the type of people, ladies and gentlemen, you have to stay away from, okay? Because it does not matter. It's the same as I was at work one time and I was driving one time, driving a truck, working for a company. And I remember I said, oh yeah, I gotta go help my wife. This is my wife owned a culinary school. I said, I gotta go help my wife. She you know, at her business. And they said, oh, your wife has a business. I said, yeah. She owns a culinary school, you know. And they said, oh, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, no. I said, well, it's a franchise, you know. And they go, oh, I'd rather own my own business. Me and you, sir, are at work driving a stupid truck for a company. We are right now, we are slaves to a check. We're slaves to this job. And you're telling me that you'd rather own a business than own a franchise? Sir, you own nothing right now, okay? Those are the type of people you don't want to pay attention to. Ladies and gentlemen, people give you bad advice every day. They give you shitty advice. Don't listen to it. If somebody is trying to tell you about money, investing, finances, and they have no money or they don't invest anything in themselves, ladies and gentlemen, do not listen to them. Ignore them. Walk away. You can learn from people what not to do a lot of times. But if you want to learn what to do, there are books, there are courses, there are classes, there are seminars you can go to. It's all wide open. But the best thing that you can do before you do any of that, the best thing that you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is turn your brain on and say, what can I do? And the more you think about what you want to do, the better off you will be. You will find yourself thinking about it a lot more and a lot more and a lot less on Paris Hilton and the Kardashians or Kanye West or who's going to be in the next Fast and Furious movie, and you will focus more on you and your business, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's going to take care of you like you. Nobody's going to take care of your family like you can do. And the more that you focus on you, the more you focus on your family, ladies and gentlemen, the better off you will be. The outside world does not care about you. Life does not give a damn what you do. Life is going to be life. Ladies and gentlemen, you can either do great things or you either going to do great things or you won't. It's up to you. Life is just going to be life, okay? And it's just the way it is. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's going to be like, look at this guy trying to do XYZ. And you should not care about people's opinions. Ladies and gentlemen, too many times I don't want my friends to know what I'm up to. The shame. Nobody cares, ladies and gentlemen, because are they going to pay your bills? Nope. Are they going to take care of you? Nope. Are they going to take you on their vacations? Nope. If they want a bunch of money, you think they would give you any? Most people would not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, the magic of thinking big. Think big, ladies and gentlemen. Grow your brain, expand your brain. You can expand your brain. You don't have. There's no surgery involved. You don't have to do anything special. What you have to do is think, what can I do to improve myself? What can I do to improve my life? Get aligned physically and mentally with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Get in the best shape you can physically. It will help out mentally. Mentally, start thinking, write things down, take notes, read, study, learn, apply. Don't just learn a whole bunch of stuff and not apply it. Apply it. Sometimes you don't even have to read a whole lot about it. Just apply it. I did not read a book about how to start a podcast. Dot. I just started recording the podcast. My wife bought me a book after like 6 months. She bought me a book, How to Monetize on the Podcast. It was a good book. I read it. I keep doing the podcast. But before I knew anything about podcasts, all I knew was I needed a microphone. And I had the microphone, got that going. I knew I could, figure out where to record, got that going, and away we went. Okay. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, today is Monday motivation, I guess. No, today is Monday motivation. Think big, think big, think big. Expand your brain, expand your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Come from the bottom of that mountain, climb to the top, breathe the fresh air that other people that are never gonna breathe. Okay, and everything's gonna be a whole lot. Everything is a whole lot better from the top. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do me a favor, you enjoy this show, you love this show, you love me, share this with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the best marketing show in the world. And now we will be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. I love you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. And as always, everybody, peace.